Welcome back to Civilian Tactical. Today's video is just going to be a quick one-take video about everyday carrying a P80 build, something that you built yourself. I had someone comment in one of my previous videos about, is a P80 a good carry gun? And that's actually a very good question because the answer isn't yes and the answer isn't no. There's a few things that you would have to consider before considering and trusting this pistol every day. So, first things first, when you build this pistol, okay, this isn't machine built in a warehouse where the same ones are being built, over and over and over again, quality check, yada, 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 right? When you're building one of these, you're in your garage, and every P80 is different. So, for example, I've built two of these right now. I have two of these. They're essentially the same gun, minus the trigger in this one is a Zev's trigger. The trigger in the other one is a OEM Glock trigger from the OEM Glock parts kit that you get for a lower. Now, even though I did the same thing while building it, there's still differences. And when you build a P80, at least when I built my two, as soon as I put that slide on, it wasn't perfect. It felt off right when I built it. And some of this is error from the build, or sometimes it just needs a couple rounds through it. This, for example, when I put the slide on, I needed to do a little more shaving on the polymer. And the second one just needed to put some rounds through it, and it ran flawless. Now, if you are considering using your P80, first off, okay, a P80 is better than absolutely nothing, right? So I would pick this over a high point and a knife. I always carry a little knife on me, but I would rather have this than anything, okay? So that's first things first. This is better than nothing, okay? Now, if you are considering carrying this every day, which I flip-flop back and forth between this and a natural Glock 29 10mm subcompact unit. Now, we know this is reliable. I have plenty of rounds through it, and it's made from Glock by Glock, okay? So we know this is reliable. Now, I like to bring out the 9mm from time to time, and I appreciate the 9mm round. It's a lot cheaper to shoot and to practice with, and that's why I lean towards this now. Now, when you're done building, you get done building this lower, right? You get all your parts in, you have your complete upper that you bought wherever online, or you have an OEM upper, right? You slap that thing on, okay? And then you put your let's just say this was filled with bullets, right? Protection rounds. You rack that thing. You're not just gonna take it with you. You need to make sure it is deemed reliable. And that's the key with an everyday carry pistol. It has to be reliable. How do you make sure it's reliable? You shoot it, okay? And you don't just put 50 rounds through it. You don't put 100 rounds through it. You put a significant amount of rounds through the pistol that you made, because you want to make sure that all the little negative things, anything wrong with it is fixed, because you don't want to be stuck in a situation with essentially a rock that you can only throw at him because it's jamming all the time, or your trigger doesn't reset right, or whatever. The millions of problems that you come through while building these things. So that's my quick little take on it. Is it could it be a good, reliable EDC? Yes. But you can't just slap it together and call it an EDC. or take it with you everywhere. You have to make sure it is reliable by shooting it and training with it. If you put, you know, after you get everything working and to you it's ready, you put, you know, 400 or 500 rounds through it and you're not having any malfunctions. The only malfunctions you're getting, let's just say you do get a malfunction, it shouldn't be based around the unit itself. Maybe you have a bad mag. Maybe you have something getting in the way. Let's just say you added a compensator and the compensator is causing malfunctions. You take the compensator off, it runs great. You need 400 or 500, in my opinion, 400 to 500 consistent rounds of no malfunctions whatsoever. Once you have that, then in my opinion, it would be deemed reliable. Now, this P80, I have about 3,000 rounds through it. The first 1,000 rounds was you know, shoot it, have a malfunction. Oh, the barrel's not good. Change the barrel out, put an OEM barrel in. Bam, shoot it. It's great. Like I said, I had a compensator on this at one point. I had a chrome barrel on here, and I would get malfunctions here and there. And that was from the barrel and the compensator. I would take the compensator off with the chrome barrel, and I would still get a malfunctions here and there. Bam, I put in an OEM black barrel, and I haven't had a malfunction since. That was 2,000 rounds ago. Now, 2,000 rounds to me is enough. It's more than enough. Some people don't have the money. I sure as hell don't. But over time, I just didn't like build this thing and say, all right, I'm going to take this with me everywhere. I trained with it, I used it, and I made sure everything was working in proper order all the time. And that's the key to a everyday carry. Is it a good idea to carry a P80? Yes, but make sure that it runs flawless. If it doesn't run flawless, don't use it. You bring out something else that works flawless. If you don't have anything else but this, get it to run flawless. There's always a reason why. Worst comes to worst, which I know sucks. You build a new frame. You spend the $150 and you build a new frame, or you buy a P80 frame or a Glock 19 frame, you know, that's already built, that has serialized and everything like that. Do what you got to do to get a good running pistol, because that is key. I think that's all I have to say for today. I try to make this as quick as short as possible. If you have anything to say, comment below. What do you think? Do you think the P80 is reliable? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let's get these comments going. Teach me something. Maybe I could teach you something. For that being said, it's nice talking to you guys. We'll see you on the next video.